The main problem I have with playing security is that, depending on the shift type, it can either be the most overstimulating, stressful, exhilarating experience of your life, or the most boring, uninteresting slog where you'd rather be watching YouTube instead of actually playing the game. Luckily, though, I have figured out a way to, how do I say, help with some of these more boring shifts. See, I'm actually taking steps from the medical department. See, medical is often considered a very boring job when nothing happens, and that's true. Security also has the same thing. So what do? You screw around. Hell, my head of security, Cunning, I think that's her name at least, I might be wrong, basically tried to set up a buddy system for every security officer. So I spent the last 30 minutes of my life actively trying to avoid the guy assigned to be my buddy, Soma. Why? Because nothing's happening. There's nothing for us to do, so we screw around. A lot of people have this whole idea that you're not allowed to do anything besides play ultra hyper serious security. And that's just not true. You can screw around as a security officer quite often. It's just, you gotta be careful with how you screw around. And this kind of screwing around is the perfect kind of screwing around. Nobody gets hurt, nobody cares, it's great. And ignoring the tighter, trying to teach a new player how to play the game, I'm gonna hide from my security buddy. Unfortunately, you may have seen Soma in a couple of previous videos. This is because he plays security officer quite often. And the bastard has chased me around, and why the fuck did the botanist... What the fuck? Why did the botanist jump in? Soma forced me out of the tube, and then the botanist just fucking went in. What the fuck was that? So I managed to evade Soma, and I'm talking with my fellow security officer about the fucking, the stupid buddy system. Like, the buddy system is stupid, And anyone who... My boss is right behind me, or aren't they? I am hidden. Okay, sure. Works for me. See, I told you Haas isn't behind me. Put that in video, Peach? No. I will never do that. Buddy cop yin-yang dynamic. See, Haas is not behind me. It's really just that simple, So fucking true, Haas. Ah, shit. Run. Flee. 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 Hide in locker. Shit. Soap. And go this way. I got here late enough to not get a partner. Fuck you, Robert. Anyway, this is the guide on how to have fun playing security. Simply fuck around with your fellow officers whenever shit's not happening. Trust me, it is 10 times more fun than wandering the station looking for every little problem in the entire game. God damn it, Soma. Fucking go away. Leave me alone. Go. Get out of here. Go. Get. Oh, Haas. It seems that you are teaching an impressionable cadet. No! No! The Haas is already well aware of the bullshit I tell the cadet to do. Quick! Shoot Haas! Quickly, Haas! Quickly, cadet! You need to shoot the Haas! Quickly! It's the only way. Impressionable cadets. Shoot the clown. Yeah! Shoot the clown! Ollie, shoot the clown! There's nothing like a young, impressionable cadet. Anyway, Haas wants someone to shadow the cadet to shadow someone, and I'm like, me. But Haas immediately says absolutely fucking not and puts him with fucking Robert. And you know what? You know what? Robert, a non-senior bitch. Fuck you. For reference, me and Robert has been playing on pretty much the same servers for a long, long time, and like, he already knows I'm above him in robustness. Obviously. Baton bully? Alright, fuck ass, bring it. Go on then. Fucking bring it. Fucking, gee, oh, I'm sorry, I swung first. Oh, wah, wah, wah. What's wrong, Wobber? Oh, he pulls out his sabler, he's sick of my shit. He's sick of my shit. Okay, baton. He needs to miss the throw. Perfect, he misses the throw. Alright, I go in for another strike. Next strike. He misses the throw again. Get fucking demolished. Get absolutely destroyed. You fool. You buffoon. You cretin. Anyway, sorry, kid. How did you miss? How did you miss? How did you miss? I'm standing still. How did you miss a disabler shot? How did you miss? Let's go peach, I mean cadet. You missed your goddamn disabler mid-fight. He also dumped, for reference, he dumped his fucking disabler into the goddamn, like, mailing bin mid-fucking fight. Anyway, this is a guide on how to have fun with security. The essence of it is dicking around when nothing's happening. Just like every other department, fucking around with your coworkers is pretty good. Now, if you pay attention to the right side of the screen, Robert McFall is doing the classic exercise of try to arrest me. And will Robert McFall manage to evade the cadet? See, the cadet doesn't really understand what the fuck is going on. So he's like, come on, go on, arrest him. Sure, get him, cadet, get him, arrest the shit out of him. Oh, okay, wow. Did you really just miss and then flash yourself? Dude, the cadet is beating you. You suck, Robert. Holy shit. You just got fucking demolished by the cadet, dude. Oh my god. Robert got robusted by the cadet. I cannot believe it. And yes, I've included this in the video out of spite. Anyway, so Robert then goes SSD. Down there, you can see it. So I spent a lot of the shift training the cadet, which is honestly just a lot of talking about the basics of security, which, again, I will get to the guide to security eventually. And Cosmic Cult has made themselves known, with rifts appearing across the station. This explains why absolutely nothing has been happening, because for some fucking reason, everyone who plays as a goddamn Cosmic Cultist, Rev, or Blood Cultist takes 30 fucking years to do any goddamn conversions, and as such, the fucking evacuation shuttle shows up before any of this shit actually matters. Yeah. Good update, though. The Cosmic Cult now can no longer be a Cosmic Cultist with a Mind Shield active. The Mind Shields, when implanted, turn orange, and declare them as being blocked by the power of the curtain, or whatever. So, yeah, we can fucking deal with that now. Great. It only took literally all shift for the fucking main antagonist to exist and know themselves. God, I love conversion antags that take 20 minutes. Like, the Cosmic Cult isn't even that hard to convert people to. Your base, unless a Tider wanders upon it, is secure. You can walk, like, you can have a Sec-Off walk into your base when you're not there, and they just won't know anything's amiss. Until late game when everyone knows you exist. Like, come on, people. We can do better than waiting 20 minutes for one conversion. Jesus. I get asked pretty often about what the best roles for antagonists are. And the answer I always give is, if you're good at Chemist, Chemist is number 1 with Atmos in second. I am not good at Chemist or Atmos, but for that reference, a robust Chemist can make a foam that instantly kills anyone that comes into contact with it. They can make bottle grenades that have enough power in them to one-shot people. And all they require is thrown. And that is without the fucking water, the water, like, potassium combination, or CLF combinations, with just a bottle and some weird space cleaner potassium chlorine mix thing, you can get a pretty much instantaneous explosion that only happens when the bottle explodes. Or cracks. Trust me, really useful shit. For that matter, though, the Cosmic Cult is 100% virology because of course they are. Because virology is completely unused, and for some fucking reason, whenever you see a single Cosmic Cultist in medical, that means that all of them are evil, because of course they are. We love the shit out of people completely fucking... Like, stop putting it in virology! Virology isn't even a good place to put shit, for fuck's sake! Anyway, we can't get into virology, and this paramedic, who is obviously evil, is like showing up too often and whatever, so I'm like, okay, you know what? Let's just come back later. Maybe we can get some progress made elsewhere, you know? Now, this guy right here, he's wanted for some bullshit, and I'm also, like, screaming into comms about how, like, Lumina is incredibly dangerous because they literally just poisoned the ever-loving shit out of, like, several security officers, which, by the way, if you get poisoned and hit by a foam gas of any kind, chug charcoal. And I walk out, and I'm like, okay, you know what? Okay, well, there's a security officer wordlessly batoning someone. And I'm like, can we not just wordlessly baton people? Like, come on. And, of course, they don't fucking care and continue to do it, so I'm like, okay, you know what? Fine. Fine, you want to be a pain in the ass? Welcome to actually playing against security officer. Let's not give a shit. This guy is complying with the arrest. And I am going to proceed to tell my other officers to fuck off. Seriously. Very important thing. When you are playing as a security officer, your goal should be, whenever possible, to get people to comply. Especially if you're on a medium role-playing server. So, let's get these very complying doctor to security to sort this all out, without beating them in the head wordlessly. Because, seriously, imagine a security guard doing that in real life. They would be arrested for assault. Like, seriously, come on. It's boring. Words cannot express how much I hate when people do that. Even when I'm playing psych, when I'm playing anti... Stop doing it, for fuck's sake! Now, for every good thing, there's also a bad thing. Good Cosmic Cult update. Mind shields now no longer work. Bad thing. IPCs can't be deconverted. Which is obviously a massive fucking problem. So we can mind shield the IPCs, but we can't make them not Cosmic Cultists. So, yeah, they're just kind of getting stuck in perma. For forever or something. I don't fucking know. I don't actually know what the hell we do with this, because a Blob shows up. And, for reference, I think Blob, and I'm going to say this here, I think Blob is the worst fucking antagonist in the entire game right now. And let me explain why, as I go over the actual process of fighting a Blob. Now, I'll be real, I'm not an expert at fighting Blobs. I don't have that much experience. The only time I've really fought against Blobs and actually won is exclusively cheese tactics. Which, that's the first problem. Look at how much damage this Blob tile is taking. For reference, that is a single, tanky Blob tile. It took almost my entire clip, my knife, a welding tank exploding, and a whole bunch of other shit for the Blob tile to go down. Because, of course, I don't have incendiaries. Here's another thing. The amount of time it takes to kill even the weakest Blob tile takes so fucking long, even with a knife, that it's just incredibly annoying to deal with. Oh, what's that? Just use heat weapons? Here's the problem. Lasers suck. Like, just straight up. Unless you have a auto-recharge one, like Hosses or Captains, you're essentially fucked if you want to actually fight the damn Blob. Because, lasers have 16 shots in them. Now, let's say, for a hypothetical standard, that the Blob only has you know, those 16 blob tiles between itself and the core, which, first of all, it never will. Like, that's just problem one with the blobs. It never will have that many tiles to its core unless the blob is spotted very, very early on. Which, if it is, it's boring. Like, that's the other problem here. Even if you have lasers and you respond to a blob quick enough, and if you spot blob quick enough, it just dies instantly, and then it's boring. It's not an interesting, oh my god, an infection is slowly taking over the station. It's either an annoying slog that doesn't have a proper endgame, and eventually NT just declares, or the game just decides, Blob wins. Blob cores existed for long enough, the Blob wins. Which means, for reference, and I've experienced this several times, in fact, this is to the point where I believe certain servers, I'm not going to quote which servers, because I don't know which actually have this policy, will insta-ban a Blob player from the antagonist if they don't spread beyond a certain point. Because apparently what was happening is a Blob player would go in, seal themselves into some like reinforced tile cage or something, and then proceed to just auto-win because they were on the station long enough. Now, again, I do not know if this, like, is still happening, or if this even works anymore, or what. All I know is at a certain point, this actually worked. Yeah. At a certain point, this was a working thing that did happen. Not kidding. I have a distinct memory of a shift where that happened, and yes, the dead chat was very funny. Going back to what I was saying about the lasers, though, Blob not only has a form that makes it next to completely immune to heat, alongside a form where it just fucking explodes. The same form that's resistant to heat, by the by, which of course then proceeds to cause it to accidentally give people fucking constantly, turns all of its blobs into suicide bombers, and then makes heat weapons do no damage, while every other damage type does slightly more damage? For some fucking reason? Which, again, I really think that's just kind of fucking shit. Here's the thing. I think Blob's damage resistances need to stop depending on heat or any kind of particular damage. In fact, I think it should be more vulnerable to radiation damage, since, you know, radiation versus bacterium and any kind of spreading organism with all of its, you know, DNA warping and cell reproductive fucky-wucky. I don't really know the specifics how radiation damage works IRL, but does it matter? No? I don't think it does. With that, let's just go over how to make Blob good. First of all, one player controlling one antagonist that has the power to destroy the entire station. I think that kind of fucking sucks. Here's what I do. Every time you play Blob, and every time you set up a new mini-core, you're essentially adding a new Blob player as a ghost roll. This will act under your command for the time being, before, once the ghost roll has been taken, to proceed to cause the self-destruct mechanism engaged. That's nice. Will then proceed to be taken over. In fact, I think the way this can be done is by making the blobber dots spawn in a special controlled blobber dot. So the way it would work is the Blob player would be able to talk to the players that have been controlled by the little blob droplet goober fuckers. The little blob dropping gloob fuckers, after a certain time, would fully transform into an ultra blobber knot. This gives incentive for the people that are actually playing the little shit converted bastards to work as a more powerful entity. Because right now, besides the fact that it's just fucking cringe, there's no incentive for a person that's been converted to be on the Blob side to actually work with the Blob. Because they want to get back to just being a, you know, funny, haha, spaceman, blah, 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 whatever. But if you give them the incentive of being more powerful, I think that could really, really help conversion. These super blobber knots, would then be able to go across the station and turn into a new blob themselves. Which I think is a really cool idea. This, of course, I think the second idea is better. And then, like, the way the Blob currently works should just be fine as it is. I think maybe Blob's early game should be able to spread a lot faster. And maybe late game be able to spread a lot weaker. And also just have their damage resistances on every single fucking tile toned down a lot. Because it's a little ridiculous that a Blob type can just turn into any other type. And then immediately become immune to everything you have on hand. And the amount of ammo, and the fact that security ammo is finite, and... It's just a lot of you know? Anyway, bit of a shorter video, bit of a just whatever video. I have an idea for my next big project. It's not Space Station, but you'll see what it is in due time, trust me. I'd like to thank my channel members. Wakefield H, User Faces, Waltart, Some Kitty Cat, North Star, Plantic 23, Webs, Wonder, Family, Timo, and Sathier Lapin. You too can support the show down below. And get some cool stuff and free super chats when I stream. Trust me, I will stream more often. Anyways, that is it for today's video. Goodbye, and I hope you enjoyed it.